originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Grew up, born and raised there. In high school, got the opportunity to go to Oak Hill Academy in Mount Wilson, Virginia for my last 2 years of high school. Unbelievable experience there, learning under the great Steve Smith. Learned an awful lot about basketball, but how to be a better person. Forced me to grow up being 5 hours away from home. From there, I got the opportunity to go to University of North Carolina, where I was blessed to be a part of the basketball team and play for Bill Guthridge there. Got the opportunity to play in the Final Four in Indianapolis in 2000. So just an unbelievable experience for me as well, being a part of a historic program, the best program, basketball program in the country, in my opinion. Just having the opportunity to learn from those guys each and every day in skills and things about coaching that I've still used now here at Campbell and while I was coaching high school as well. Didn't know I'd go into coaching when I was there, but got a calling once I graduated from there and to coach high school girls basketball in Chattanooga, in my hometown. That's where I got my start, cut my teeth, so to speak. I was there with a lady by the name of Terry Parks, and allowed me to do an awful lot and make a lot of mistakes, learn from those mistakes. So I did that for about 5 years, and then the corporate America world kind of pulled me somewhere else in the United States, so I wasn't allowed to coach for a couple of years, and then I got my first head coaching opportunity at Lausanne Collegiate School in Memphis. And I did that for 6 years. Very fortunate to have some really, really good players that come through there as well. And was fortunate enough to win a state championship in 2013. And while I was there, actually, man, I got a chance to meet Coach Kevin McGinn. And Coach McGinn was at the University of Richmond at that time. He and I formed a relationship because he would always come to Memphis to recruit and was always gracious enough to stop by and just check out our players as well on his way through, and we formed a relationship there and got the opportunity to come here to Campbell in 2015 and have him look back. It's been a great experience for me so far, and learned an awful lot while I've been here. Coach McGinn has entrusted me and believed in me to do a lot with the program, and I'm entirely grateful for that. And just looking forward to seeing what's next on this journey. The unique things about that school and just the school in general is it's like the biggest fraternity and sorority that you can ever imagine. Once I meet someone and I know they're from University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, it's like we become instant family. And I think that transcends over to the basketball program. I may be across the bench coaching against a Carolina alum, and it's like we've known each other for years. So I think that's one of the biggest things. But I think that the biggest thing that I've learned while being a part of that program is humility. I think Coach Guthridge and obviously Coach Dean Smith's stamp was on that program as well, and just teaches you to treat everybody the same. No one person's job is bigger or smaller. Everybody would be held accountable, and I think one of the biggest things with that program is just the day-to-day, the standard, the high expectation, the level of expectation that you have when you put on that uniform, that you are you're held to a higher standard. And I think those are the values that I've learned and I carry with me today. And I feel like I should know what a program looks like, a top-notch program, what it feels like, what it sounds like. I learned all that at the University of North Carolina, playing for those amazing coaches up there. When I got the opportunity to come here in 2015 and coach with Coach McGinn and coach with these guys here, that's one of the things that stood out to me. I knew enough about the college game to know I wouldn't want to work for everyone. And so just talking with him and understanding that we have some similar values in terms of family, I noticed that he had several guys on the coaching staff that had played for him at the University of Richmond. That was a huge deal to me. So I wanted to be in that type of atmosphere because my family is extremely important to me. And once we bring recruits in, players in, student athletes, we want to treat them as family. We want those guys to be comfortable, talking to us about anything. that may be going on. We want to be extensions of their immediate families, because we realize that once they come on campus, their families are essentially turning them over to us to help continue to groom them as young men. So something we take very seriously. That's one of the biggest things about here. A lot of programs talk about family, but I think here we live it. And it's evidenced through the guys on coaching staff and the relationships that we have with our players. So I think that makes our program second to none in that area for sure. I was confident when I made the leap from high school to college that we were going to be able to get it going in the right direction. Just hearing Coach McGinn's vision for the program, when I came in, I knew we had some talent. But like any program, it's going to take you a couple of years to kind of get the guys in and kind of get them to understand your system and what you were doing. So I was fortunate enough to come in starting Coach McGinn's year 3, right when we were starting to kind of get it rolling. The first year we had some bumps in the road, but we had a good group. We had a good core that I felt like was going to be able to come back that next year and start to compete. And then we made a run in the conference tournament. That my second year, and that just kind of like everything took off from there. Obviously we had some really good players, Chris Clemens, Andrew Udy, Corey Gensler, guys like that. They're staples of our basketball program, and will be able to forever say that they kind of helped got this thing rolling here at CU. Chris was unbelievably shy kid, and I think one of the things that kind of helped with his development is he really became a student of the game, in terms of coming in daily to watch film. Coach McGinn and Coach Thomas, they talk often about how, he was the only kid that they ever had to come in as a freshman and take notes, as we were watching film, to try to get better, to learn the ins and outs of the offense, to learn what he needed to do on defense to get better. So I think that transcended to our work together on the court. He would often seek out extra work after everybody had gone home. He had a bigger vision. He knew that he wanted to play in the NBA, and he had an understanding of how he had to get there. And so it was easy working with him because number one, he has a high skill level. So it's always fun to work with guys with a high skill level. Because you can push their limits a little bit more than you can the normal person. And so I was constantly testing his capacity. Chris is unique, and he's one of those guys that you can show him something once and he'll be able to do it. And when the game comes around 2 weeks, 2 weeks later and that same scenario comes up, it's like he's been doing it all his life. He's a savant in that way, in that he can quickly grasp things, and he's extremely coachable. He became extremely coachable over his time here. And I think that just kind of led to his continual improvement as a college basketball player. Funny, both those guys are very similar in terms of personality, in terms of work ethic. Jordan is probably, if not the hardest worker I've ever been around. I mean, he's definitely top 1 or 2. He's a workout guy. I remember bumping into him as a freshman, and I was in here working out my son, and he was peeking in through the door. He's like, "Coach, I want some of that. I want some of that." And a lot of players say that, but you could tell looking in his eyes, he meant it. And I said, "Listen, man, we're going to work. As long as you want to get better, I'm here to help you get better." And, that's one of the things about him. I mean, he comes in, he grinds every single day, works his butt off. You never have to ask him to get in the gym. He's always seeking you out, He always wanted something new to add to his game and add to his repertoire. So, again, working with players like that are easy because he understands the work that he has to put in. And then Jordan truly, genuinely has a love for the game. He's intimately in love with the game of basketball, and you can't say that about a lot of guys. Well, it's funny because, as we were going through the run, we never even talked about it. I know it's a cliche deal nowadays in sports, like one game at a time, and but we really truly took one game at a time. I didn't even know how long the winning streak had gotten, honestly. we were just so focused and so locked in on trying to do everything that we could to win the next game. And I think, it helped with us getting healthy at the right time, and we got everybody back. We always felt like we would have a team that would be there at the end, but it was nice to kind of see everything come together down the stretch. Came up a little short, but we're thankful and we're grateful we're going to have everybody back, going into next season. And our guys are hungry. Just talking to the guys since everything started or ended, rather. Just kind of seeing the guys in workouts. It's a different look now. You see a different look in their eyes. They kind of see it now. They kind of know it's possible. They went through, cut down the nets. And I think every championship team has to go through that. They have to get there. They have to get there. They have to have some failures in order to get over the hump and to go to the next level. And I think our team is ready to do that because now they know it's possible. And nowadays when you're seeing everybody, a lot of teams are being decimated by the transfer portal. Our guys have remained intact. Because they know we have unfinished business. They want to go out on top, and they feel like we got the pieces. We're going to add, one or two more pieces to that group. But we love this team, and they love each other, which is more importantly. And so we're excited about what the future holds, and can't wait for the games to come back again. But we got a few things we'll clean up before then. But we're just excited to be with this group again.